what is going on, guys? NintendoPrince93 here with another video, and today I kind of want to go over iOS 14.2 and give you guys my follow-up. I've been so impressed running iOS 14 on this 12 Pro Max that I had to kind of show it off because the battery life on this thing is absolutely unreal. So that's what I want to start off with, right? Let's start off with the battery life. And as you guys can see, yesterday I had 9 hours and 8 minutes of screen on time on one charge. So if I go over here to my last 24 hours, you see that I had pretty much 8 hours and 34 minutes. I guess the other half an hour was included this morning. Yesterday alone, I had 8 hours and 34 minutes of screen on time, and I never charged it until I went to bed. So I picked it up, and I never charged it until I went to bed. I usually pick up my phone around 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, and then put it back on there by like 11 o'clock at night. So as you guys can see, I definitely dipped below that 20% yesterday, but really hammering it hard, playing games, watching videos, as you can see, FaceTiming a ton because that's what we do for work a lot too, and obviously Twitter and YouTube, guys. So battery life is amazing on this thing. So the next thing I do want to bring up is actually that optimized battery charging for the AirPods Pro that we got. So if you guys go into your Bluetooth settings, open up your AirPods Pro, click on the little info icon, you can see that we have down here that optimized battery charging for your AirPods Pro. Now keep in mind, it only works for the Pro models. It does not work for the original AirPods and the AirPods with the wireless case. You need the Pro models to get the optimized battery charging, and that's something that you're really going to take advantage of and see long term. You know, 6 months down the line, 12 months down the line, you'll see that these batteries are lasting longer and your AirPods aren't failing on you as quickly as they used to, because with the older AirPods, after about 2-3 years, the AirPod battery kind of starts to really diminish. And also, we still have those new wallpapers if you guys haven't seen my actual iPadOS review of 14.2. So if you go into the actual settings, we have new custom wallpapers from Apple themselves. If we go down to wallpaper, choose new wallpaper, it's in the stills category, and you can see that they're right here, guys, and they kind of range between light and dark mode, which I think they're really nice, really cool, and they look exquisite on these new iPhone screens. But I'm kind of liking mine right now, so boom. Another great feature that they added was the built-in Shazam. So I know that people were freaking out years ago when Samsung brought that active listening and Google brought that active listening to find out what music was playing at coffee shops and stuff like that, but Apple, I guess, finally just created a Shazam control center icon right here to make it easy to just pick up a song that's playing in the background, whether it's a movie, restaurant, whatever the case may be. This Shazam button will pick it up, and the beautiful thing is, it's built right into the OS, guys, so I really like that. But I would say those were the highlights, right? The AirPods Pro getting that battery optimization, the battery optimization period of 14.2 for your iOS and iPadOS device. Then you had the Shazam feature, and then finally those really cool wallpapers. They did add a few things to HomeKit, but I don't have a HomePod yet, so I can't really show it off. And it involves that intercom feature. So overall, it was a great improvement. Now, it's not all amazing. There were some issues with a laggy keyboard. I personally have not felt that issue, but apparently if you go into your messages or anytime that the keyboard shows up, it was a little bit behind, kind of like a split second behind. So I haven't really noticed that, but if you guys have, leave it in the comments below. And then another thing that I did notice, so I'm playing a song right now, really nice album if you guys want to check it out. Love this album. But in the splash screen up here, so if I click down here, this is kind of nice to see, it looks really nice. You have the new AirPlay animation, which is right here. But one thing that we did notice was that if you go to the lock screen and try to AirPlay from the lock screen, the animation is kind of weird, A, and B, you can see that the lettering right here isn't scrolling anymore. So that's one thing that I actually saw from Brandon Butch, that he noticed that it's actually true. So this is no longer moving for some reason when it clearly used to, even if you were on Spotify or Apple Music, guys. But that's pretty much all I have for iOS 14. It's great performance. The magical thing about it is the battery life is absolutely insane. Like, I never charge this thing throughout the day, and it lasts me and then some, and you guys know that I put this through its paces. So far, I don't know if it's just the 12 Pro Max that battery life is crazy, or if it's just optimized better with the software, or a combination of both, which it probably is, guys. But that's going to do it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. If you guys want to see some more iOS stuff, leave it in the comments below, because you guys know that I'm mostly focused on iPadOS, but I do use iOS every single day, probably more often than iPadOS. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Until next time.